Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I wanted to create a bed tray that I knew was going to be light. It was going to be cheap to make, especially getting items from the Dollar Tree, just to place some light items, just to give it that glam look. And I like how this came out. This is option one, as you just see the black shown, but I also going to show you later on option two that has a little Chanel bling to it. So what I put together, all these items, some items I already had, all the items I purchased at the Dollar Tree, like the photo frame. I wanted the tray to be a little bigger, so I purchased a photo frame that was 11 by 14. I purchased two mirror frames. I did not use the mirror, so that was a bonus because I used those mirrors for another project. I used the bling mesh and I used this bling paper. There's so many bling papers to choose from at Joann, but I purchased this one at Michael's, and I have used this in previous projects as well. I needed some foam board to make my items a little bit more sturdy. I was going to use those frames that I broke apart, but I didn't need it on this project. I thought I was going to use it to make the legs of the tray a little bit heavier. I used a lot of the E6000 to make sure everything was holding together. So let's get started. The first thing I did was in the foam board, I wanted to create some strips that were 1.5 inch, and the length of it was gonna be the size of the photo frame. So I go ahead and I cut, as you see the strips right here, these are going to be what is going to be making my tray. So we already have the base, which is the photo frame, but we needed something more stable in the borders to create kind of like that frame. So the foam board was perfect, so I go ahead and I make sure that every single one of those strips measure 1.5 inches. Once we have our strips and our pieces together, we're going to start applying E6000 all throughout the sides of the frame, and we're going to be applying that strip. And once I apply the E6000, then I go ahead and apply the hot glue right on top. Strips were glued. The inside of it, I did not like the black color. You could leave it black if you like, but I wanted to give it that glam look. So I used the Craftsmart metallic acrylic paint, and I go ahead and I painted the inside. As you see, it has the acrylic paint, metallic silver, and I also color the frame. So I also, as you see, the frame has this different tone, but I want to remove those almost staples that are in the frame. And now what we're going to do is I trace that 1.5 inch strip, as you see here, which is the border now of that tray. I traced it and I'm on that nice paper, and now we're going to go ahead and glue that all around through the tray. Once the sheet is glued, now we're going to go ahead and start adding a bling. In this one, I just added one row of the bling just to cover that foam board that is white. And I also apply some of that bling mesh around the border of the frame. They painted the frame also with the metallic color. And then I applied the bling mesh. As you see, is a row of 3. So go ahead and apply the bling mesh all throughout the frame. And this is how it looks like. I really like how everything is coming out. You could actually use this tray just on its own, and it looks so pretty. It is a big tray, as you know, it's 11 by 14, but I wanted to put that on the bed So let's cover those seams in the corner. So I'm going to apply hot glue and then the bling mesh as well. And I do feel like it did really help those corners come together. But like I mentioned, just this tray alone looks so pretty. So I did painted the legs, which is the frame. I did apply some hot glue and E6000 on the frame. And we're going to apply this like in a little slanting to create that legs as you normally see for a bed tray. And we're going to do this on both sides. I didn't think it was sturdy enough, so what I did was I cut some strips almost the same size of the frame, and I cut those in the foam board. As you will see, the size is almost the same size as the frame, and we're going to apply those on both sides. And I believe this really helped give it a more support to the frame, or to the legs in this case. Once those strips were glued, I actually put E6000. This is how it looks like. It's almost like a sandwich almost. You see it on both sides. Now we're ready to trace the glass of that photo frame. That's 11 by 14. I did not have enough from the foam board, so I had to divide it into two. And that was what I put on that glass. I want to make sure that anything I put on top was this really helps support that. And once I did that, I glued those two pieces together and I put that on the form, on the glass, but on the bottom part. I really like how this was coming together, and and where that strip that I added on the bottom, I also added some of that bling paper. And then in between, just to cover the seams or the line, I am going to be adding some of that bling mesh. And this is how it looks like. I really like how this come together. It is so pretty. This is option 1, just with the black, and it is so pretty. I really like this project, and it's all items, mostly all items from the Dollar Tree, and items I already had. And I'm going to show you, I also traced, I used some board that I had that was white. I traced the logo from Chanel, and then I put glue and one line of the bling mesh all throughout the logo. And this is how this tray looks like. So guys, let me know if you like option 1 with the black board or the black tone, or you like option 2 with the Chanel and the white border. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love making this DIY, and if you liked it too, just give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So guys, thank you so much for watching, for your support, and until the next video. Bye.